Welcome to another edition of Our City. This week on Friday is Good Friday, and City Hall will be closed in honor of Good Friday. Also that evening at 8:30, I'm going to join parishioners at St. Catherine's Church on North Broad Street for a Good Friday procession. On Sunday, March 27th, Easter Sunday, I'd like to extend to all in the city of Elizabeth a very happy Easter, and those who celebrate Passover, an enjoyable Passover feast as well. I'm going to attend the Easter Mass celebrating the 100th anniversary of the Easter Rising. It will be held at St. Genevieve's Church, located at 200 Monmouth Road. I'd like to take the time to wish everyone an enjoyable holiday, and if you need any more information concerning these events or any other events, please call our Public Information Office. One other event on Monday, March 28th at 11 o'clock, the Elizabeth Public Library's Women Artists of Elizabeth art exhibit will be held on the third floor gallery of the library located at 11 South Broad Street. For more information, please call 354-6060 and our Public Information Office is at 908-820-4124 if you need any further information. Please stay with us after these messages, where I'll be joined by Mr. Mario Rodriguez of the Elizabeth Development Company, talking about business opportunities in the city of Elizabeth.
Offering everything you could want from college, including a life. Kean University.
Welcome back to Our City, and I'm pleased to be joined by Mr. Mario Rodriguez of the Elizabeth Development Company. Mario, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Mayor.
Now, you are the Director of Financial Programs and the Urban Enterprise Zone,
That's correct.
UEZ it's called. So first, you've been there a while, tell us a little about your background. You started in the banking business before you could tell us a little about
Sure.
this.
I've been with the Elizabeth Development Company for about 20 years. Prior to that,
20 years.
20
You're
years.
not there
I started in 1996.
Okay.
Prior to that, I worked for the Trust Company of New Jersey in Jersey City for the West Side location. And then from there, I went to EDC, working for your job club, matter of fact.
Okay.
I started out as your job developer. And then from there, I became the financial coordinator for the Facade and Sign Grant program. And then from there, I did a little bit of the budget. And then now I'm doing both roles as the UEZ director and director of the financial programs at EDC.
Well, the UEZ was a really helpful program until Governor Christie whacked it.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, you were a staunch advocate for it, and you still are. But unfortunately, with the governor for the last several years, the funds have been cut, and we had to reduce some of our programs. As you know, we've had streetscape beautification projects, infrastructure improvements,
Low interest loans,
UEZ. Security enhancement programs that we've had to, unfortunately reduce, and in other ways we had to cut too.
So Mario, the purpose, you've been there 20 years, the Elizabeth Development Company started in the early 1980s, but tell us the purpose of the Elizabeth Development Company and what the role is
Sure.
it plays in society.
Sure. EDC's purpose, we're a public nonprofit organization whose purpose is for the improvement of the well-being, economic well-being of the city of Elizabeth and its citizens. We put together a comprehensive improvement program of development for the residents of the city and for the small business owners that want to either relocate or they're in the zone already. We provide it through low interest loans. We have a UEZ commercial loan program. We have a UEZ loan pool program, and we have a microloan program that we help the small businesses grow in the city.
Now, there's a board of directors or a board of trustees that decides all this, right?
Absolutely, yes, absolutely. How
Tell
it
us
works
about the makeup of the hierarchy of the board.
Absolutely. We have an executive director, we have a comptroller, and then we have a board of directors that we all adhere to. We have, for my sake, we have a loan committee that we meet once a month, and we bring forth potential loans that will be approved at the board level. Once it's reviewed by our committee members, then it's approved and it's reviewed at our board of directors members, and then if it's approved, then we start working with the client in dispersing of the funds.
So Mario, you talked about the Urban Enterprise Zone a few moments ago. Even though we don't have that program anymore, how does EDC continue to attract business to our community?
Well, what we do, Mayor, is we've worked with partners, state partners, New Jersey EDA. They're a great partner of ours for the last 20 years. They have programs such as Grow New Jersey and the ERG program. The ERG program is Economic Redevelopment Growth Grant. The Growth New Jersey basically is a tax credit program that enables businesses to retain or create up to 250 jobs Capital improvement has to be about 15 million or more. The ERG program, it allows developers that are going to build hotels or retail establishments to refund a portion of the new sales tax they create for the city of Elizabeth. So it's a grant afterwards.
And Mario, you mentioned some of the loan programs also earlier. The grants and loans available to business. Can you get into a little more detail about how maybe the ERG or the grants or the loans work? How does a business know about it? How do they get to your office? I know you have some brochures here as well.
Sure. With our loan programs, what we do is we canvass our special improvement districts. We're always in contact with the special improvement, the executive directors of the special improvements districts, Dave Strojek and Janice Diavilla, to make sure that we're available to them and to their businesses. If they're looking for loans or micro loan or the micro enterprise loan program, we avail ourselves to them. We put on small business workshops. We partner with SBDC, UCEDC, and that's how we get the word out about our loan programs.
So, Mario, how does a business know that the loan program exists? Besides finding it on a website, do people just knock on the door and walk in?
Yes, we have walk-ins all the time. And what we do is once we have walk-ins, we'll sit down with them. We have staff that will sit down with them, kind of ask them some questions. What are they doing now? Because a lot of them don't have experience. So we ask them what they're doing now, what type of business they want to get into. And then that's how we start depicting down to do a business plan. They tell us they have to do a business plan. They have to give us projections. So we kind of handhold them a little bit on that regard. And what we do is if we feel that they need a little more technical assistance, we send them out to UCEDC or the Special Improvement District or the SBA, in the Kean University, that will guide them through the workshops that they have free of charge for the client.
Mario, who determines whether the business is eligible? Does the staff determine it, or you bring it to the board? How does that process work?
The process is once the client gives us a business plan, we underwrite it. We underwrite it. We do a criteria. We look at their budget projections. We look at their financials, see if they have strong financials. We do our credit reporting. We do our due diligence. We run credit reports on the clients. And then, like I said before, we bring it to our loan committee. And we have bankers on staff that also review our underwriting and make sure that we following their due diligence with UCEDC or SBA. And then once they feel comfortable in putting the loan forth to the loan committee and to the board of directors, that's how we approve it.
Okay, and some of the new businesses that have come to the city over the last couple of months or year.
For the last several months, we've had City Grocer, which was an old former Daffy's location. They built I believe, 25,000 square
Beautiful
foot.
building.
Absolutely, gorgeous. Planet Fitness, the old machine. It was an old machine shop on Pennsylvania Avenue and Newark Avenue. Yoli's Cafe on Elizabeth Avenue used to be an old fruit and vegetable shop. And we also have Lily's Flowers on Elizabeth Avenue. We also have some New Balance and Doc Martens at the mall. So these are some of the stores.
And I just met with a group of people just last week, actually, who are going to take over the Pathmark on West Grand Street.
Yeah, I believe it's going to be called the Food Bazaar yeah. So we've got in contact with them.
They have 13 locations in New York.
Yeah, and we've got one that I believe they got one in West New York, and we've been in contact with them to talk to them about the UBZ program, the benefits of the UBZ program, and how they can come to us for a possible loan later on in the year as well.
They seem to be really sharp business
Absolutely,
people.
yeah.
Should be a good project.
Absolutely.
So does EDC get involved in hiring Elizabeth residents at all?
Yes, we do, Mayor. We have on the job training program where we administer it in the office. It's designed to help employers find qualified employees through their job openings. We put on workshops. We partner with TD Bank and PNC. Workshops for the residents who they need some soft skills training and they need some how to put together a resume. So what we do is we have staff. Fatima Raymond is on our staff. She's the one that administers the program. So what we do is we have workshops with those individuals who we feel that have a good liking into that position that they're looking to be hired, and then we help them with the resume writing and how to dress for an interview, how to be punctual. So these are some of the soft skills that we.
And how successful are we at that? How many jobs do we provide? How many people go through the system?
We've been very successful. Matter of fact, we've been successful with Embassy Suites. We were able to hire 85% of the hirees came through our program in the summer of 2014, and about 70% of them are still with them. over at Embassy Suites. They've been a great partner with us at Embassy Suites.
And I probably should ask this part earlier. Urban enterprise zones, the governor has whacked out a lot of the benefits, but there are still some benefits left for the businesses to take advantage.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And the sales tax benefit is still there.
Absolutely.
Talk about some of the things that are still part of the urban enterprise zone.
Sure. The UEZ is a program that allows twofold. It allows retail businesses to charge a reduced sales tax for tangible goods such as furniture, appliances, and jewelry and accessories. And the other side of it is sales tax exempt. So if you're a professional organization such as a doctor's office or an attorney's office, anything that client purchases for his or her establishment, they don't pay sales taxes. So there's twofold: the retail end, the reduced retail end, and the sales tax exemption end. So it's still viable for the business community in the city of Elizabeth.
But the sales tax used to come back to the city, and that's where we were able to use that money for other things. That's where we lost
That's
out.
correct. Right. The 3.5% sales tax program allowed the city of Elizabeth and other municipalities to recoup that money in several pockets, and that would be put into a special fund that then the city of Elizabeth would tap into to do infrastructure improvements, to do street beautifications, and to enhance the security enhancement along our commercial districts, Elizabeth Avenue and Broad Street. But now with those funds that have been diminished and reduced, we've got to be a little more vigilant in how we use those funds going forward.
So the governor politically was smart because he didn't hurt the consumer, but he hurt the municipalities in order to reuse that money.
That's correct.
For a productive
Unfortunately,
means
that's correct.
and
Yes.
attracting more business.
That's correct. Yes.
So how else do we benefit from this, Mario, besides the jobs?
Well, we're always there helping the community. Matter of fact, we were instrumental in the groundbreaking with the Plaza Grand opening, which is going to be a 55,000 square foot building. They're going to house a food town, and they're going to house a dollar store.
Tell us where that location is.
That's on the corner of Trumbull and Division. Right. We just had a grand opening last month, which the city's part of it as well.
Well, we had a ribbon cutting.
A ribbon cutting.
Groundbreaking.
Groundbreaking. Yes. Yes.
So and that's moving along.
Absolutely, yeah. There's trenches. They're moving along. Yeah, with the weather, hopefully they broke ground already, but they're moving along pretty swiftly. I believe that within the next 18 months, there's going to be an anchor there.
That's good. And so, how do you get a hold of EDC if you need to?
You can contact us at 908-289-0262, or you can visit our website at edcnj.org.
Mario, I want to thank you for taking the time to join us on the show this evening.
Thank you, Mayor.
Look forward to working with Elizabeth Development Company to attract more businesses to our community.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you.
For Mr. Mario Rodriguez of the Elizabeth Development Company, please stay with us after these messages, where I'll be joined by Eduardo Rodriguez, the Director of Policy and Planning in the City of Elizabeth.